Alright, Sunday after church, got my belly full, too full to be perfectly honest. And I'm working on this now, which is going to be my little gauge slash switch pad for the 66. You're going to use these switches to work the airbags because I don't like these. They're junk, looks like to me. They're all loose. Who wants crap like that in the truck? So I'm going to use the air gauges, and I'm also going to have a slot for the temperature and oil pressure gauge in there. And another switch so I can use the air horn and such like. So I think that'll work out okay. I'm going to keep working on it here. Hear that beautiful music?
Yep. That's
you know what that means?
It means your battery's charged. And that's always a good thing if you need it.
Well, it just so happens I do need it.
You know why?
But while I was waiting for the battery to charge, you know what I figured out?
Yep.
I'm a big fat dummy. That's what I figured out. I noticed in the back, one side was sitting higher than the other with all the air out of the bags. So I got to measure and trying to figure out what was going on in it. I figured out I put one front shock on the back, and one back shock on the front.
Oops.
So I thought I was all done with the shocks, but I was only half done. Or something. I guess if you were to think about it mathematically, I wasn't half done.
You ain't done until you're fully done. Ain't no.
What are you doing anyways? Let's stop talking about how bad I was.
I am taking an old rollaway bed spring apart because I'm going to make something awesome out of it.
You don't say.
Except, this is really thin metal. Am I going to melt this if I try to weld this?
Depends on how good you are.
I might have to get an expert involved in this one then.
Do you know anybody?
Yeah. He hangs around here once in a while.
Really? Well, if he shows up, let me know, because I got a few things to ask him.
Start asking.
Alright, there it is, kind of mocked up. This is going to be my switch that activates the airbag system, the air compressors, and so forth. This is going to be the switch that raises and lowers probably the rear, or raises the rear. This lower the rear. This raise the front, lower the front. That'll be for the air horn, and the little red indicator light is going to be for a brake, well, the brake warning light. This truck didn't have that originally, but since we've got the 78 proportion valve on it, that will be available. So we're going to rig a light for that, and the gauges for the front and rear airbags, plus how much air is in the system. And then I'll put an oil pressure and temperature gauge in these two holes. I think that'll look kind of neat under there. Now that it all looks like it'll fit, I'll take it back apart and paint it. I can't think of anything clever to say. She's run me off my workbench again. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure she'll tell me. I got my shocks switched around. Put my front one on the back and the back one on the front, so now that's right. And the little guy's working on building him a, what is it?
Knife.
Alright. And I'm going to find something else to do next. Maybe I'll find out where all these air leaks are at. That'd be a good thing. And she said she couldn't do it. Is the metal manipulating to your satisfaction?
It is now, but
Watch, don't burn me. I won't ever speak to you again if you burn me. Like that?
Yeah, well, no, not down so it's, yeah, straight across. Yeah.
Doesn't look like a J to me.
Just go with it. I'm the artist.
Okay. You got your safety glasses on?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to show y'all something neat. This truck blows bubbles. See there? It's going to pop in a second. Yep. So, the most pain in the butt fitting in the whole truck I got to take apart. Every single connection on this air tank has leaked. Every single one. Now that's probably a made in Taiwan Street 90, but as you can see, it's got plenty of Teflon stuff in the can on it. When I aired this thing up the first time, I heard them go pop, 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 and start leaking. None of these fittings leak. None of them. Or any of the others. Just everywhere it goes in the tank. So, and I pulled one brass fitting out, and you see the threads are kind of poor looking. My guess is wherever they made this thing, in China or wherever, they didn't use the correct tap for the threads or something. At least that's my opinion. So, let me take that thing apart and fix it. Also, as I'm repairing them, I'm using Teflon tape instead of the stuff in the can, and it seems to be sealing it off, and I'm tightening them down a good bit more than they were. In fact, you can hear it leaking. So get them squared away and move on. Alright, I was under there, took half of the system apart, fixed all the air leaks. Now the only air leak I can find is right there, and that's temporary anyway. That's one of them cheap plastic things you buy at the Lowe's for your water line for your refrigerator or something. I don't think that's good for airbag systems, but I can't find any other leaks. I have not aired up the front yet. What I need to do is set the front tires on some blocks or something and then do that, but don't think I'll do it today. She built something there. I ain't sure what it is, but it looks like a good one. And there is my gauge panel. Got a lot of holes in it, don't it? I used wrinkle finish paint. Mostly because I had it. I think that'll look kind of neat though. I think. Anyway, when it dries, we'll see.